Y'all want to know why I can't work? I can't work because I have kids. Not that I don't want to work. I want to work. I want a job. I want a routine. But I have kids and no support system. I moved to a completely new state away from all of my family so that I can be in a better situation. And these are the steps and processes that I have to go through. So with that being said, applying for jobs is not easy. I have this big of an availability and a lot of jobs don't like that. So when I'm going through the hiring process and we're going through availability and all of these things, and when my window is only 3 or maybe 4 hours where I can work, or initially I couldn't establish secure childcare. Yeah, I had a voucher, but I had a newborn infant, breastfed infant at that, where it's not easy to just leave my baby with anybody just so that I can meet all of y'all's standards and expectations. No, I'm going to continue to do what's best for me and my children and make sure they're good. If you don't like it, it's fine. God is on my side. And that's all that matters. So now when things change, when I can find secure childcare that I trust, and my child and me are ready for her to go to daycare, then hey, when my kids, when I can get my kids in the after school YMCA program to open that availability, then hey. But until then, being a mother just doesn't allow me to work right now, and I'm doing what's best for me and mine. So if you don't like it, that's fine. But just remember, we could all be in my shoes. Any day, anytime. Love y'all.
It's going to be a 3-part to this video, man. I got 2 other videos I'm going to show during this show here. However, no, we can't be in your situation because you put yourself in your situation. You know, if you go out and have multiple kids and with refrigerator face and tractor supply and speaker box and all that, and you put yourself in the situation where these no good jokers ain't helping you, and so you telling me I can't work because I got kids, so I need my food stamps and my Section 8 and my welfare. You got 2 years. President Trump said you got 2 years. And rightfully so, because it's this type of behavior that been abusing the system so long. I am a big advocate. If you need help, that's what the system is here for, to help you. I'm never going to be like, don't help that person, don't help that person. I don't want nobody on the system that abuse the situation or putting yourself in a situation to stay on the system for years. You know what I mean? We all need help sometimes. All of us go through trials and tribulations through life, man. Life beat all of us up. So yes, the system is here for that. But just saying you want to work, but now you only got a small window to work. I understand that too. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. Then you say you're not going to put your kid in daycare if you don't trust the person. I understand that too, but you got to do something. You got to go out there and try to better yourself and help your situation, man. It seems like nobody don't want to help their situation. They get comfortable with this lifestyle. So that's why I am in agreements with Trump putting the 2 years stipulations on this and maybe working 20 hours or something like that. Because, you know, we all see people that go to the grocery store and they got 2 and 3 buckets full of mess. Now I got 2 and 3 bags and I just spent $200. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm not knocking nobody because I had my mom got food stamps. You know what I mean? When we was a kid, and it helped us. And we ate good for about 3 weeks. And then that last week, we was on noodles and oodles and bologna sandwiches back then. I was a shorty. But she had to do for her children. So any woman that needs that type of system, I'm not mad at you. That's what the system here is for. But I don't see being on the system 10, 15, 20 years. I think you got to go out and try to benefit some type of way. But let's get into the next one.
You can sit up and say that a woman on welfare shouldn't keep having kids because she's on welfare, but yet you're not on welfare and you keep having kids, but yet the daycare is raising your kids. You're not even raising your kids, but you use the excuse that you have to go to work. You just don't want to take care of your kids. Tell the truth. That's what it is. You don't like being around your own kids. So you keep on having them, probably for your husband or whatever your reason for keep having them kids. You keep on having them kids, but you ain't raising them kids. Somebody else raising them. And then you say, oh, I have to go to work to take care of my kids. You're not taking care of them. Somebody else taking care of them. You're financially supporting them. That's it. You're a financial provider. That's all you are. You're not a mother. So stop trying to make other women feel bad for their choice. At least they taking care of their kids, whether they on the government assistance or not. They raising their kids. Their kids gonna be okay. Yours, on the other hand, all you gonna ever say is you gave them some money, and they're gonna still resent you when they're older.
All right, let me get my commentary on that dumbass shit. That was the dumbest shit I heard. Let me say that. If I'm going to work taking care of my kids, yes, I'm financially providing for, but that's what I'm supposed to do. Take care of my kids I created out here. It ain't the government's problem to take care of my kids. And you saying, well, I stay home. Your daycare raising your kids because I can stay home and take care of my kids. But if you get your ass up and go to work, the daycare be taking your kids. Like most of us have to do, go to work and take care of our responsibility, our housing. Is this type of mindset, this type of behavior that really gets under a lot of working people's skin that's out here grinding and really can't meet their true obligations. But I see somebody out here that's laying around all day being able to do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? If you disabled, hey, I have no problem with that. But you just having kids and keep collecting a check and keep collecting Section 8 vouchers and keep collecting food stamps, so you ain't really got to go do your thing. Go out here and hit a lick, as the old folks you say, hit a lick at a rattlesnake. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I do. And a lot of other people have a problem with that. And that's why people are starting to talk about it. And that's why they're trying to push these bills through the system. Like I say, I'm all for assistance. I'm all for helping the people, especially when you need help. If somebody down on their luck, they need help, man. And that's what this government should be doing, helping with people down on their luck. But don't abuse the system. And she said some stuff that, well, I take care of my kids. I raise my kids. You don't even raise your kids because we got to work. We got to work to pay in the system to take care of your ass. What the hell, bro? What the hell? What? That's why I say that didn't make no sense at all. And everybody don't need a microphone. Everybody don't need a camera. Everybody don't need social media has empowered the wrong people in certain aspects. This is dumb. And she put that mess out there. I don't know if she was speaking to a particular person. I think she was, but the fact of the matter is you saying you gave your kids money and then they're going to resent you. I'm trying to give my kids a better life. I'm trying to break this generation curse. I'm trying to break this mindset that's out here. So, of course, I'm trying to give them a house and get college and all this stuff here. So they won't end up like that, man. But I ain't got much to add on that. We're gonna move on to the next one. But that was a dumb statement, man, right there. What old girl said.
Let me tell all of y'all that's so happy that they taking away Section 8, and everybody in the world that's so happy that they taking away food stamps. It's cool if y'all feel like people been abusing them. It's cool. Do what you feel how you want to feel. But let me tell you from the other side of the tracks. Crime rate going up. Yeah, people going to jail. But crime rate is going to an all-time high. I'm telling you. The girls I know and where I'm from and the people that I grew up with, they not letting their kids be hungry up under no circumstances. That emergency door at the grocery store, they coming out of it. They coming out the back door. Do you hear me? You better hope Unc don't drill a hole in the wall overnight. Like mine, people, they not being hungry. Your cows might get missing and everything. These people don't understand being hungry. Nah, they not gonna be hungry, not like that. Not the people I know. I'm telling you, they gonna take your shit. I'm telling you. Yes, they gonna take it. I promise you, they gonna take y'all shit. So don't be all clappy clappy for that shit. Cause crime rate is going up and it's gonna make y'all life motherfucking miserable. I'm telling you, okay now.
I'm gonna give my commentary on this, then I'm gonna close it out. Crime rate probably will go up. As far as taking somebody's stuff, you'll have a death wish. We all are here hurting right now. I might live in a nice house or I might have a nice job, but with inflation, with this economy, we all hurting a little bit right now. And people saying they're working too hard for somebody to come violate them. So you probably will have a death wish if anybody trying to take something from me and my family. And I know a lot of people who think like me. I'm not saying we out here vigilant. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I work too hard to allow somebody to come take my stuff that I barely have. I understand people probably need to go to jail because crime is on the rise. Crime will be on the rise because people can't afford food and they're not gonna go hungry. And if I'm in that situation, I'm the same way. Let me say that. I'm not letting my family go hungry. Hell no, I'm not. I'm gonna do what I got to do to feed them. So I understand what the girl's saying. And I'm not happy that Section 8 is being taken away. I'm not happy that food stamps is being taken away. I'm not happy with Medicare and all that stuff being cut. I'm not, because we're supposed to be the richest country in the world. We should be able to take care of our citizens and stop sending money across seas. So I'm not happy with people possibly getting ready to suffer a little bit. But what I am with is the abuse that's going on, even in my government. You know what I mean? I don't know what Doge was finding up there, but all of a sudden that mess came to an end and you don't hear nothing else about that mess. So I think they stumbled on something that, or it could have been smoke and mirrors. Who knows what was going on up there? But nobody benefited from it. At least nobody I know benefited from it. You know what I mean? So now all I'm seeing is we didn't benefit from the money that they was finding, and now we're seeing cuts finna come down to where the people finna hurt even more. It's finna get bad out here. That's why I keep telling people, you're gonna have to tribe up, you're gonna have to stack up, you're gonna have to find a side hustle. And yes, I understand people gonna go through those side doors, those emergency doors, to feed their family. Part of me probably don't blame them, because I understand. I was there at one point, financially ruined. I was hurting. So I understand people have to do what they have to do. And I always say this: when people are desperate people do desperate things in desperate times. That's my motto. I believe in that. And so yes, people will try to take some stuff from people, but you mess around and take some stuff from a person who hurting worse as you, bro, you're gonna be bad. You're gonna be bad out here. Everybody got cameras, so people gonna see you coming. It's gonna be really bad. So I pray that this thing don't get no worse. But from what I can see, it's finna be double where it at right now. It's finna get really bad out here. So I just pray the Most High cover His people and keep us protected and keep us fed. With that, man, I'm Abel Yashua, man. Shalom to everybody.